Hi, everyone, and welcome back. We have the pleasure of having a special guest with us here today. An entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, I think is how she would describe herself. A very driven, hardworking fashion icon, a fashionista in every sense of the word. Today we have Ogwa Iweze, the creative director of Design Babe. Welcome to Bukky Talks, Ogwa.
Thank you. Finally.
Finally, we're
Bukky, that
here.
introduction, the
Yes.
pressure. God. I would just be thinking, what is in my bank balance? What is my when they are saying all this
Who am
serial
I?
entrepreneur?
Yeah. I love it. I love
Anyway,
it. You're
thank
so
you.
welcome. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us. And thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time out because I know you're so busy. We all follow you on social media. We do. We follow you on all the platforms. We are your number one fans. I can tell you
Yay.
that for
Thank
sure.
you.
And I thought, what better way? How do I really, truly welcome Ogwa to this podcast? And I thought the only way I know how, no, not the coffee, is to wear an outfit by
Oh my
design, of
God,
course. So, ladies and gentlemen, this
yes.
real hot blue number I'm wearing here is by Design Babe.
Thank
And
you.
I've been shopping with design for over 2 decades. Wow.
Yes.
I don't remember if I showed you my 35th birthday outfit, which is about a decade old. I still have it in pristine condition.
Wow.
Design clothes stand the test of time. And I'm not saying
Thank
that
you.
because you're in front of me. That is
Thank
my
you.
personal experience. If I decide to keep this outfit for another decade, it would
It
it
will
would be here
come
for
through
another
for you.
decade.
Yeah.
Yes. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
As a fashion girl, as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur, what is that one fashion thing that you feel describes your personality?
I think that if you went through my stuff, you'd probably be like, "This girl likes to be outside." My personal style is very. We are going somewhere. Something
Okay.
is happening.
Happening.
I you'd rarely catch me in casual pieces, and
Right.
I struggle when it's time to dress casually more than when it's time to go out.
Dress up.
I'm usually prepared in
Wow.
advance.
Wow.
It's very few times that I don't have something already like, oh, yeah, I could wear that. And that's it.
Wow.
So I'm always constantly looking for pieces. So I'd say, and I also describe my style as cautiously edgy. Yeah.
Cautiously edgy.
Yes. I wouldn't say I'm
Okay.
like extreme, but I mean, in a way, like I think I like to push the envelope a little bit and just try things small.
Wow, that is new, cautiously edgy.
Yes.
And now that I think about it, I can kind of see that in your style. There is definitely the edgy part, and it's
Thank
not
you.
too much, it's
Thank
not
you.
too loud.
Thank
So
you.
kudos to you, very well done. Ogwa, you are now on a path of enlightening people about entrepreneurship. You are on this path about letting people know the importance of making money. People think about fashion and they think about the glitz, the glamour, the cautiously edgy styles,
Yes.
brands, colors. But in the real sense of it, 2 decades plus. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at an entrepreneur that has run a fashion business successfully in Nigeria for over 2 decades. Ogwa, I mean, I don't even know what to say, but tell us a little bit because I know if you wanted to tell us the full story, we'd be here all day.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about how do I even start my journey in fashion?
So obviously I made crazy mistakes. I mean, like you said, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
So I would always say to young people or anyone, young, old, I don't limit. If you say you wanted to start a fashion brand,
Yes.
I hate when people say, oh, but I know I need to get some money to rent a place. First of all, do not rent a place. Are you hearing me, guys? Wait. Stop. First things first is test your audience, test your market. It's very simple. Where do you go? What kind of people do you interact with? Wear your pieces and start to see the reactions. Post it on your WhatsApp status. It's free. Post it on your
Yes.
Instagram. Post it on your Twitter. Post it on all those places.
Yes.
See the feedback. It will tell you a lot about what you're about to do. Because I've had some very humbling experiences where I designed a piece and I thought, what? This is
is
the
the
end,
piece.
final. And I wore it And yeah, I felt good, but I didn't really, no one was really like, oh, I like this, I want to buy it.
Wow.
Because obviously, as an entrepreneur in fashion, first you think, obviously, fashion, but then how am I going to translate this to money? So when I started to do that, I started to see it's not everything that you think people will love that they will love. And sometimes it's a piece that you pay no attention to that just, man, it's finished.
Wow.
It's sold out in 24 hours. And you're like, oh, really? So please test your market very well because you end up with inventory. My role model for life, Amancio Ortega of Inditex, who owns Zara. Inventory is death.
It is.
So you really have to be careful. It's not about going to China to produce 5,000 pieces. You might be stuck with them because you didn't know what you were producing. You went and produced a corporate dress that had sleeveless. Nobody's going to wear that to work.
Absolutely.
But you see sometimes they will put one hole here and they say it's for office. How? So you really have to understand what you're dealing with and really like face it properly. And if you do that, you can sell one trouser, 10,000 pieces, 50,000 pieces, just one style.
Wow, that is so enlightening because the average person going into a fashion business thinks, I need to make 100 pieces of this.
Yes.
I need to make 2,000 pieces of this. The more we make, the better.
Biggest
but
mistake.
That is the biggest mistake.
Because there's a difference between passion and business, right? So the passion is, oh, you like creating all these pieces. But when you remove your head from that, which one is making money? A brand called Odd Muse, wow, her story is so interesting because she released an 8-piece collection and she had this blazer dress that made her over £1 million.
Wow.
From that 8-piece collection, that blazer dress, I think she said $44.99.
Wow.
She just started saying, then it sold out, then he put it on pre-order. It was just going.
Wow.
So that one dress literally defined her brand. And that's one thing I learned late, but I'm catching up. With that.
So that tells me that it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to catch up. Because people will hear you saying that and be like, well, after 20-something years, are you kidding me? So please.
Who am I?
So, really? Wow. So you're still learning and still growing.
Okay. I'm in the process of literally restarting the brand.
Oh, wow.
In an interesting way, it's not that we're going to shut down completely, but after, the pop-up sale that we will do, we are going back to the drawing board.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to apply everything I'm telling people to myself, which I've been doing, but obviously there was all this sunken costs that you now say, but let me just, you literally have to think, if I want to make it, because money now.
Money, it's important.
All the English you speak, after they'll say, how much do you have?
How much do you have?
And literally, that's where my focus is now.
That is really brilliant. So that tells, especially our viewers, the younger ones, that when they see you, you have 20 years experience, you're in your 40s, you're doing well, you're thriving, you're still growing. You're still growing. You're still learning.
Humbly
in
so. Fact, sometimes the shame. Because sometimes you see a brand that is 2 or 3 years old and you're like, I'm not saying everything that's posted is real, but you can see the growth and you're like, oh my God. And yes, I appreciate our growth.
Yes.
But I know that there are things I did that maybe set us back. You try something, it doesn't work. And we spoke about it just now.
Yes.
And it's part of life, I guess. But, I really need to make money. That's it.
That is it. That is the bottom line. Money is important.
Yeah.
And we need money every day.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. Now, that one piece that is going to sell out and people start pre-ordering, how do you identify that piece?
Hey, maybe it's even jazz. I don't know, because honestly, it is, you stumble across it.
Okay.
Now, you can design a piece, right? And because of experience, it's going to sell. Either from the print choice, the colors, the way it sits on a woman's body. So I've had a few of those experiences, which I didn't even milk properly, because sometimes you design something, selling one, the next thing AliExpress has carried your...
Oh, wow. I've heard about that. Yes, I've heard about that.
And I tell people, I say, don't waste your time. You can't beat them.
You can't beat them.
If something is popular, they're going to copy it. They'll copy your prints, they'll copy everything. Nobody cares. If you like, be crying on Instagram. So move. So with finding those pieces, your market is going to tell you. You are not, nobody has the answer. Anybody that tells you, I know what, nope.
Wow.
There are many things you will do that you believe people want and they don't want. And then there are things that you put out and it's like, okay, this is what the market wants. So let's go down this road.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, the trend now on social media for fashion brands is quite interesting. Now we're not sure what they're actually trying to sell. It's a bit confusing. And this is from a very non-judgmental
Nice. I
point
like
of
that.
view.
I like to hear.
Yes, it's a very non-judgmental point of view, but you find that a lot of, especially the newer fashion brands now, I'm not even sure if that's the right terminology to call them,
Yeah.
but out of lack of a better word, we'll call them fashion brands. The new fashion brands that we see coming up nowadays are selling beyond clothing, if you know what I mean. The aesthetic of the models are more in your face, so to speak. I'm trying to be as politically correct as I can.
Of course.
And what are your thoughts about that? Do you think we need to go that route to actually sell our brands? Do you think those kinds of advertising are necessary to get your brand to where you want it to be?
So I think I would say, I won't say it's unfortunate, but I would say it's human nature to judge people by appearance. Right? It's, it's so whatever, it's so get to know people and know how they, yeah. But, if someone walks into a room, with dirty shoes, wig somehow, you'll be like, this, even if she's so brilliant,
Yes.
it will take you a bit of time to adjust. So I think that's what people are playing on. It's
Okay.
that perception. And we follow trends, unfortunately. And so it's just like at some point when black or hip hop culture was rapping about Hennessy, everyone in Nigeria started drinking Hennessy. Casamigos. Like you literally see it translate and it's like, oh, everyone is drinking it. Where did it come from?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Okay.
With fashion, what has become popular is the bodies.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
and when the body is there, the clothes go on it. It's like,
It's a wrap.
even the ones that don't have the body, they'll be like, yeah, but I can try and wear it.
I can twist the back.
I don't know if it's unfortunate. I don't know. I guess it's just it's our more shallow side, and there's a bit of shallowness in everything.
Absolutely.
So in this case, it's like, oh, if it sells something, then more people would do it.
Yes.
And it works.
Yes.
It literally works.
Yes. So there is no right or wrong, so to speak.
No, I wouldn't say it's wrong because I mean it's your personal
Yes,
choice. If you choose to do what you want to do, if you choose to sell clothes for that specific reason, because again, there are still brands that are very woman friendly and not focused on just
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fashionable versus trendy. A lot of people make that mistake. I know even me, I'm still a bit dicey about what that really is. Can you educate us a little bit about the difference between being fashionable and being trendy?
Right,
Yes.
right. I mean, obviously, we know also there's this thing with brands, like, wearing brand from head to toe. Again, no judgment, but that doesn't make you fashionable.
Okay.
You could be trendy because, yes, everyone is wearing Dolce & Gabbana, everyone is wearing this, but it doesn't make you fashionable at all.
Okay.
You could take a white shirt, wear blue jeans, style it to the nines. Maybe the jeans were even one cheap brand, and you walk into a room and you look like you were $1 million. So you really, I think with fashion, it's understanding who you are. Okay. Because it's you're going to communicate some sort of personality by how you dress.
Absolutely.
And whether you are, open or closed, is not the thing. It's just remember that if you walk into a room, somebody's going to say, oh, wow, wow. Yeah. So how people perceive you would be very, very determined by how you dress. Okay. First perception. Yes. So in terms of being fashionable, you're going to have to go back and say, who am I and what do I like? What do I feel good in? Because I think fashion is a feeling more than, yes, it's a feeling. Because I read something that a designer said, and he said, no one ever came back to me to say, oh my God, your stitches changed my life. It was more like, oh my God, I walked into that room and everyone was looking at me. Like I felt the eyes. Yes. And that's the feeling that the person, and those are the messages we get. Okay. So at the end of the day, you sold a feeling. Do you get?
Hear that. I
so
hear that.
How do you feel?
I completely hear that.
When you wear a piece, how do you feel? It will translate. If you are insecure, if you are whatever, you have to think about, okay, what makes me feel insecure? If I wear a short dress, it's because I don't like, so let me wear something that's longer, I'm comfortable, but it's still stylish. Then you start to piece your fashion story together slowly.
I have a similar story to tell. So about 2 months ago, I had a wedding to attend. And as usual, I took my fabric to design. And I'm that client. And I don't know if you have many of my types that has no idea what she wants. No idea about the style. I just know that you guys are the experts. Do what you see my silhouette.
Yes,
do what you think would be best. So they sent me a few options, inspirations to pick from. I was like, you know what? Which one do you think I should pick? They said they think this will be good. And I was like, go ahead with it. Ogwa, I put it to you that the day of the wedding, when I wore the dress, I was so embarrassed because the compliments were out of. And I started looking at, I was embarrassed because I'm like, I'm not the bride.
I think that's a new thing now.
These compliments for the bride.
Yeah.
I was like, every male and female, from the driver, oh my, you look so sweet. You know, Nigerians like that word sweet. I'm like, that is really inappropriate.
I know.
But you know, so do you have a lot of clients like me that absolutely have no idea what they want? They walk in, and then does that come from experience, or does that come from interpersonal relationships? So how does that generally work? Because over the years, honestly, I would just go to design with the fabric. Sometimes I don't even have the fabric.
Yes.
I'm like, I just want to celebrate a birthday. I have a dinner, and then they go to work, and the compliments are always the same. I mean, give credit to the model, of course, yes.
Yes.
But design does the job. So where does that come from?
So it's a combination of two things. You have to understand people.
Okay.
And then you have to now apply, this will not, let's do this. So understanding people means that if you know someone doesn't like, so a lot of people say, I don't like to expose my arms.
Yes.
I don't like to expose my chest. Yes. You listen, you pick up everything, you write it down. She doesn't like this, she likes this, that can help you now start to shape her style, story. And in terms of saying, okay, this client would look amazing in this because of her stature, because of her height, because of her this. You now combine everything.
Wow. And that obviously comes from experience.
It does.
Because how come
because
I don't
before,
know that?
sometimes you won't listen because I said I don't like this.
Yes.
And that's what they made. So you have to learn to be a fantastic listener. Even in the gisting. I don't really wear pink. Okay. I don't really, you now start taking notes and you start to understand your client better and give them hopefully the best look for them.
And my personal experience is always, it goes without saying, I'm such a fan.
Thank you.
I really am.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk about money. Because the average, I don't know if it's the average woman or the society in general, they're always scared to talk about money. You're a businesswoman. You're an entrepreneur. You're a wife, you're a mother, you're a friend, you're a daughter, etc.
Yeah.
Your day-to-day requires money. That's just what it is. Your day-to-day requires money. So when people avoid the money conversation, what do you have to say about that, especially as a business owner doing business in Nigeria? You wake up today, madam, the diesel has finished. The generator has broken
What
down.
about they moved the generator? Or they moved one pipe? You don't see.
The pipe has been stolen. The armored cable has been taken.
They took the back. They left the one that was hanging. They took the back.
Wow. In one day. How do we avoid the money conversation? It's impossible to avoid. You can't avoid the money conversation.
You can't.
So when people are saying, oh, she's too focused or centered about money and all that, it's like, are you not existing in the same world that we're existing? Do you want to talk a little bit about that money conversation?
Yeah, so I think I'm sure we've had this conversation before, and it's even from the marriage point of view where even between husband and wife, it's such an uncomfortable
conversation,
topic that before marriage, most people don't even touch it. So you don't even know how much is he making, what is happening. Now, let's fast forward to just even you on your own. In business, when we first started, and I think most business owners go through is you are somehow shy to charge.
Yes.
And I don't know what upbringing or moral compass was given to us that makes us think like, no, don't ask people for money.
Yes.
A closed mouth will never get fed.
Absolutely.
And for me, what I started to analyze was that not everyone is really my client. Because when we started growing, we set up a team, right? So there's a team. You hire this one today, hire this one. So there's people that do stuff.
Yes.
Now, if I tell you that the retail staff or somebody is going to send you a bill and you come back to me, this bill, some, and I say, well, that's what it is. It's a business,
Yes.
right? And I think about myself and I think I never go to the business owner personally, because I guess I'm in that position. I say, once I want something, I just go there and pick it. I might not even tell the business owner I was there.
Absolutely.
So I wonder, and I think, is it that I'm too friendly? And that was one of the things I had to start correcting. Like, look, when it comes to money, please don't play with me. Let us just do it. And then we can continue playing. Because I guess that when people become too familiar, they start you go and buy something that is $3,000. You even give them tip in the shop. Then when you come to my store, you now say, oh,
150K.
now, wow, you people are now, okay, you're not my clients. Don't worry. Because if I know what I'm selling, and like you said, you had a piece from 10 years ago, that has definitely
many pieces.
Thank you.
Many.
So you literally have to know what you want out of life. Like you can't dilly-dally, especially in money. If you are doing a business, make sure you understand your costing. Make sure you charge well. Because what's the point doing a business for all these years and you can't even say you bought one land from it or you did one? Like what's the progress?
Yes.
And I guess it's a conversation a lot of women need to have, because how do I save? I can't save because I give him all the money, or there are too many bills. Well, if you don't have a saving culture, you are going to suffer.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it, because at some point you will be looking for one money to do something.
Yes.
You don't have it.
Yes.
God forbid it's a hospital bill. God forbid it's an emergency. So these are the conversations that...
Very important. And I spoke about it in one of my podcasts that, look, not everybody is our client.
No.
You know what hurts more is that I didn't come to you to solicit business. You heard about me and you came. You heard my prices and all of a sudden I'm a witch for pricing.
Yes.
But I didn't ask you for the business.
No.
I would appreciate it if it came, 100%, but honestly, my price is my price. And I think more women need to build that confidence over their businesses as well. Like, this is my price. Yes, my competitors are pricing in X way, but I don't know the behind the scenes. I don't know their operations. I don't know how they source. I don't know so many things. This is what I have, and this is what my price is.
That's it.
Maybe you're just not my client.
Maybe, because again, another thing to add is, even if you focus on excellence, people will see it and they will buy into it. Obviously, you cannot be charging and doing rubbish. You know, that's another conversation. But if you are focused on excellence, your people, they will come. I can't count how many times now I'm walking through the store. I don't know the people that are shopping. Like, I'm like, Omo, we've come before it was you and your friends, and people just say,
just come and buy,
just give me 10K, don't worry. You know, but then it evolves and evolves, and it's like, wow. Like, people are just buying your stuff from anywhere. They don't even call you, they just pay. Then why are you focusing on the one that is dragging
you
30K with you? Leave them. It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay. Absolutely.
You know.
Okay, that's brilliant. Let's talk about myths. What are some of the fashion myths that you would like to see debunked today, right here and right now? Like, Bukky, I'm sick of this. Let's debunk it, even if it's just one.
So I think one I'll probably say is that people think that fashion is superficial. So I hate that I see so many women, like you see a woman and you're like, if only I could style this woman. Like, it's not that she can't afford it. It's just that she has been told that, hey, you can't do too much. You know, it may be some conditioning, and I'm not, but maybe some conditioner has made her feel like, you know, if you wear something to whatever and you walk into a room, everybody will be looking at you. You don't want that attention. Why? Why don't you want the attention? What is wrong with attention? Do you understand? It makes you feel good. It grows your confidence. So it's not superficial. It actually is a style of communication. Because if you go to an interview and you are dressed to the nines, you have communicated something already. You haven't said a word. So you have to think about fashion in that sense. It doesn't mean you should be crazy or over the top or too edgy. You can be clean. You can be well styled. Your choice of pieces, it's not about the price. It's not about the price. Nope. Even if you take the expensive pieces, the way you style it would make a huge difference. So you literally have to now start thinking about it as part of life. And if you think about it like that, you look at some pieces in your wardrobe, why do I have this thing? Am I 80? Please take it out, you know? And sorry, but to add something else is also that people believe you should dress for your age. I think you should dress for your energy. I've been thinking
Dress
about that
for
thing.
your energy.
Dress for your energy.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
have you seen some women in their
Wow,
60s?
in their 60s, 70s.
Oh my God.
Killing
You want
the
to
fashion
go and run
As
to
in,
their, say,
yes.
please just show me your
Show
ways.
Show me.
And some of them are not, it's not that they're wearing anything crazy,
No.
but they've dyed their hair gray, they're wearing some glasses, they're just living and expressing through style.
Absolutely.
So forget all these things, because some people just age at 30 something. You're like, oh, you know, I have 3 children. Say, no. Stop, women. There are so many ways you can be clean. You can be, style your hair properly. Some people who wash their hair. I know this is out of order, but there was a guy that said, Omo, when you hug some women,
oh gosh,
the smell
of their hair
you get from the hair. Hey, God, I beg. I was like, what? He said, you people wash your hair.
Wash your hair. Yeah.
Because some people do cornrows and carry it for 6 weeks, 3 months,
and they're sweating, they're gymming, and they're still covering it up. Yeah, yeah.
So it's just, it's not necessarily that deep. It's just, please,
the basics.
Take some time and look at yourself and say, okay, how do I? And then it translates into making you feel better about yourself.
I agree. I know at that wedding I felt great. I was a bit embarrassed because of the number of people, but I felt great.
Yes.
It was a confidence booster.
Exactly.
And it was brilliant.
Everyone needs that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. The younger generation watching our podcast today, they're torn between, and I've seen this trending quite a bit on social media, between having those professional jobs, the legal jobs, the medical jobs, and not being able to express their style at work, not being able to be fashionable at work because of the nature of their jobs. As a fashion mogul, right? What piece of advice, what are 1 or 2 things they can just add to spice up their style or their looks at work?
First of all, shout out to anyone who still has a 9 to 5, because apparently there's a drought. Like, these babes are not even agreeing again. They're like, I'm making 2 million every month from my side hustle.
Yes.
And people are offering me 200K. Yes. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like, the world is changing so much. We wanted CV work.
As in,
But I would say probably if you find yourself in that situation, the ways you can express yourself, and I think the example I gave is like your accessories, your shoes, your purses. Let's say you have to wear black a lot.
Right.
You can still give them one nice pink shoe with your pink clutch. Maybe if you wear glasses, you have like different colored frames. And from there, people will start saying, fashion, even though you're wearing black.
Yes.
People will still be like, I can see your color, whatever, your jewelry, whatever your job permits, your jewelry can be a style expression as well.
Okay.
And I think that's one easy way I would say probably, like your accessories can speak a lot about your style.
Okay, that's good, because I know I've heard it a lot recently that those 9 to 5s that don't give you a way to express your fashion style or sense, how do you go about it? So I'm sure our viewers have learned something new today. Now, as we round up the podcast, Ogwa, we cannot go without talking about the life. So the work we've spoken about, now let's talk about the life. You have demonstrated that it is possible to have it all, in terms of having a successful business and career, and then also having a life.
Right.
A lot of people are always caught up in this money chase, and money is important. We've spoken about that. It is important to go after the money, but there's so much more to life than just going after the money. At some point, you need to distress, you need to socialize, you need to have a life. How are you able to do it all and do it so well? Because many of us are looking at her like, does Ogwa sleep? How is she at the gym already at 7 a.m.? Like, well, we followed her till 3 a.m. last night and she's already working out. Like, how do you do it all, honestly? Because some of us are actually watching to learn and to listen to you on how you're able to manage everything. And I'm sure you do have some downtime.
Of course.
I'm sure. So it would be nice to just hear a little bit about that. Yeah.
So I think one of the big decisions, and Bukky, you're a big part of it, was the first thing was, what do I want out of life? It's a conversation that is difficult, and you have to have it with yourself. You can dilly-dally or lie to other people, but when you sit down with yourself, what do you want? Like, itemize itself. Okay, I want to relocate to Canada. I want to buy a house for my parents. I want to do this. Okay, so now how are you going to achieve these things? Right? One thing you have to do is your mindset. You have to condition your mindset for success. You cannot be negative, sitting down with pity parties, people that you sit down with people that are always saying, oh, more, everything is so tough. Oh, more, this, that. See, the same room that they're having that conversation, there's one room where they're like, this is what we're doing, this is how we're moving. And so, where do you want to sit? Because if you start removing yourself from those negative conversations, you find yourself freeing up room to have the positive ones.
Absolutely.
Once you make up your mind, once you've itemized some things, you start saying, okay, what do I have in my hand? Not what I'll be praying for. Not, oh, I need 10 million naira capital. No. What do you have in your hand? Because sometimes you even have something you can sell to start this thing you want to start.
Absolutely.
Now, when you now decide, okay, this one, for example, I tell people, some tailors that work with us, they make up to 1 million naira a month.
Wow.
And all they have is this.
I need to look into
Bukky, when the first time I climbed sewing machine, I said, that's why I'm not a tailor. But I tell my tailors this all the time. And I guess that's why some of them have stayed, because I try to exchange that thought. I said, you see this thing that God gave, these hands that you have, nobody, even if they kidnap you, they cannot take it away from you. If they release you today, you just climb machine.
And continue.
And you sew and you sell the dress for 20K or whatever, right? So think about, what do I have? What is it? Can I talk? Am I good at dressing? Because like I said, if someone comes up and starts doing fashion content, one day one brand will just call.
Yes.
Please, how much for your fashion? You'll be like, okay, give me 100K, they'll pay. Tomorrow you increase it to 200. The next thing you have made 10 million from content.
Yes.
So you really need to be sure that you want this thing. Now, is it going to be easy? It is tough. But I'll give an example of myself. One thing I realized was I love to sell. Now, when I realized that I love to sell, I was like, okay, so you can't limit your selling to just your fashion brand. Okay. Now, open up yourself and see where. Hey, some commissions have been
sweet.
Very interesting.
I love it.
Like I've been approached by real estate companies. Please, we want you to come and market our house. I've not touched it yet.
Right.
I've been approached by an EV company. That one I'm definitely going into because electric cars, and all that. So
absolutely.
And the commissions there are crazy.
Wow.
I can move some cars. What am I? I'll sleep for 3 days.
Yes. So
absolutely. So as far as I know, I love to sell. Then what am I selling? What do I know that I'm working with Tumi, the luggage brand.
Yes, the luggage brand.
So things started to come my way because I literally started to speak it into the way you put I'm like, that post, but it literally just gave me that fuel to keep going. Okay. Because I think most times people wait for that big drop, but it's not going to come like that. They said you'll be praying for cake. God has given you flour, eggs, milk, water, milk, everything. You are still saying, God, give me this cake. Baba, God, mix the thing yourself.
Yes.
That's what I'll tell people. Of course, the downtimes are there, but I don't really have time to dwell. I can't even as I'm even feeling the down, I'm still on my way. I would always pray for the opportunities that would change my life. And I'm expectant. Okay. I wake up expectant. I sleep expectant. Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to call me. It sounds crazy, but it works.
It works.
The opportunities that will come, you'll be like, where? Somebody will just say, I've been looking for your number. There's this thing. Are you? Wow. A lot of the trips that people see me take, they're fun. They're paid for. They're paid. And I said, I want to travel. Yeah. I always said I want to travel. I want to do more travel. And then it just started coming. Wow. So your tongue, it's not even the smallest jokes. I don't have money. Oh, I'm so broke. Stop saying those things. It follows. It does. Look at me. I can't find a good job. I can't find a husband. You keep speaking lack into your life. Yeah. You have to change your mindset. So for me, I think that was the starting point. And I don't know if you remember, but after I met Louis through you, I went on that financial literacy journey as well, where I need to understand. And I don't want to be working for the rest of my life. Nope. So how can I get to that point? And life-changing. I mean, I've been sharing the journey with you. It's ongoing. It's been great,
Super. Wow.
It is what it is. We cry, we wipe tears, we jump up.
We keep moving. We keep moving.
Yeah.
What is that one advice? I know you have a lot of knowledge to share, but for our younger viewers watching that are looking up to you, for example, and probably want to go on this path that you are also, what is that one piece of advice you can give to them?
I'll probably say you're going to have to be consistent. You cannot, it's not like, yes, some people are lucky, and they say I think 5% of people are lucky and something just happens like
Yes.
overnight. But
Yes.
the rest of us, 95%, you'll be consistent because it's going to happen based on your consistency. Like if you did, there's this song, one Hausa song that I read his story, and they said he woke up every day, posted the song for 200 days.
Oh, wow.
Then
That's almost a year.
one TikToker used the song. She had 4 million followers, and then in the next month he had 500,000 streams.
Wow. Wow. Consistency.
He was posting that song every day. I give it to Afrobeat. See, you can see how Tiwa Savage is pushing her new song with the challenge or whatever. You can see there's Jason Derulo. That's his Chico song. He's dancing to that song every day on Instagram. Then somebody will tell me, I beg, please, you check. Maybe they have not posted since last month. How now? What do you think is... The world does not reward laziness.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It does not. Whether you maybe you'll be lucky, somebody will dash you money, but if you are lazy, it will come out and it will reflect in the way your life turns out. Absolutely. So you literally have to embrace consistency. The day you feel like, the day you don't feel like. I always tell people with content, shoot plenty content in one day.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because some days, Kai,
you're tired.
When you see that camera, you just say, so shoot plenty.
Yeah.
So that you just be showing up. People be saying, how do you do it every day? It's a lie. Maybe one day that posted you were in your toilet saying, God, how am I going to continue? So, you know.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ogwa.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. We thank you for taking out your time, honoring us at this podcast. We hope that we would have many more engagements together in the future. So thank you all and see you next time.
Thank you. Bye. Nice.